Hey there, everybody. It's Mike Delisio with another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing. And today we're going to be taking a look at Rome and Roll from PSC Games, designers David Turtzi and Nick Shaw. And we'll also take a quick look at the character expansion while we're at it. This is a roll and write, but it is supposed to be of a significantly more challenging variety than you typically see with roll and write games. It's 64 AD in the days following the Great Fire of Rome. Now, 1 to 4 players must restore the great city to its former glory as they roll, draw, and conquer. So, this has been billed as a complex Euro that is also a roll and write, which is not something that I think there is many, if any, other representations of. Usually roll and writes are quite a bit lighter. All right, well, the rule book certainly looks like there's a lot going on. So we've got our overview and our components, our setup. We've got terminology for the blueprint cards, the map, the character sheets, gaining, storing, and spending resources, I would assume. And then we've got our gameplay. It's played in rounds. Each round consists of 2 phases. Each phase has a number of steps, which are carried out in order. The Pro Consul rolls all the dice, puts them within easy reach into a dice pool. In turn order, with the Pro Consul first and then everyone else clockwise, they choose a die from the draft and place it in front of them. You can double draft, apparently, by doing immediately taking after their first die. A player may deploy 1 senator to take a second die, all right? Once all players have at least 1 die, then in counterclockwise order, you'll take a second die. 1 die will remain unclaimed, though, so it's a dice drafting at the beginning, and then you've got your action phase by discarding dice to do 1 action and any number of free actions. Okay, the round end, you'll pass the Pro Consul card clockwise, and you check for end of game. So, looks like most of the meat of the game is going to be in the actions that you can take, and that makes sense, okay? You can construct. You can raise legions. You can conquer. With, of course, detailed explanations behind all of those. You can expand. You can tax. And you can trade. And then you've got a number of free actions that you can perform. You can store. You can bribe an advisor. You've got God's Favors, Nero's cards, and game ends. When the final Nero card is taken, the end of the game is triggered. Okay, and then you got final scoring, an FAQ, and some more detail about the buildings, advisors, God's Favors, and then solo rules in their own section of the rule book, which is always nice. You've also got an FAQ for solo play, and you've got a 2-player variant as well. Here we've got our reference player boards. Okay. Actually, I'm not sure. This is actually Rome. This is not a player board. Sorry, this is a map. Okay. And then we've got our player boards here with information on the back there, including distribution on the dice. Okay. There we go, our different player boards. Look at these dice, my goodness. You like to talk about big chunky dice? These are incredible dice. Those are custom, and for the amount of symbology on those dice, it's very important that they were this big, I think. But I'm also not going to lie, I'm very excited about it. Yeah, those are some really... I shouldn't have that much fun with dice, but I am. Okay, some colored meeples, some dry erase pens in player colors, a relatively standard D6, which I'm sure is fine, but compared to these, that D6 is just not going to get much attention. And then we'll take a look at these cards. Okay, manufacturing here. We've got our jeweler, brickmaker. These are our blueprint cards. So, a little bit of text, some iconography. They seem relatively standard. These look like, yeah, God's Favor cards. You got Jupiter, Minerva, and Mars, Saturn, Juno, Mercury, Bacchus, Nero cards. Pro console card, that's going to be the one that switches around. Basically a first player. All right, well, I think that gives us a pretty good idea of what we're going to find inside the box of Roam and Roll. But let's take a quick look at the character expansion. I almost ended this video without giving you a look at that, and I wanted to do so. So let's just take a quick look here. Got a false ending. All right, so the additional content here, we've got 3 more dry erase character sheets. And so basically it's just adding new characters that you can play that have different, looks like they've got some different abilities. Okay, so let's just take a quick look at these other 3 character boards here. All right. Okay, so now I think we've got a good idea of what's inside the box of Roam and Roll and the character expansion. Thank you for watching another Dice Tower Daily Unboxing.